it's Mary. I hope each and every one of you is doing well and that you're ready to spend a little time enjoying nature. So one of my favorite things about living in the woods, and we are out in the woods by my house again, one of my favorite things about living in the woods is that I'm able to watch the changes that happen in nature throughout this year, but also throughout each season of the year. And spring is a time where a lot of things start coming back. So you get flowers and plants that are coming back, leaves start to come forth on trees, some of the insects are re-emerging, and you get to watch all of this happen if you are looking around. So today I thought we would take a little time and just explore some of the flowers that are blooming in the woods right now. A little talk about protective gear first. Whenever I go in the woods, since there are wood ticks and deer ticks in my area, I make sure that I dress safely. So I try to wear light colors. If I don't have light colors available on a specific day, like today I have black pants on, what I'll do is underneath I have a pair of leggings on. Those are tucked into my longer socks, and then my longer socks are folded over, and I'm wearing boots. And that way, the likelihood of something getting on me without me being able to find it is decreased, and I'm safer. I also like to wear a hat that protects my eyes, and also I have dark hair, so if the sun beats down on it for a while, that can make it very hot. So I try to be comfortable, I try to be safe. Enough talk about that. Let's go take a look at some of the flowers that are blooming. So one of the earliest flowers to bloom in our woods is the violet. There's a couple of them here. I hope you can see them. And they are just little purple flowers that actually grow throughout our lawn. And I like that because I prefer to look and see variations, and the purple growing there is a cool variation in the green. So dandelions, we have dandelions. They also grow in our lawn and in other parts of the woods. And you might be surprised to see me showing a dandelion, but dandelions are a good source of nutrition for a lot of the insects we get in our woods. Today alone, I've seen a couple butterflies and 3 kinds of bee feeding on the dandelion. So if you don't like dandelions, try not to think of them as a weed, but instead think of them as a source of nutrition for all your favorite insects. So this flower, I believe, is the Hoya Picone, and it's not the first flower that we have that blooms along the roadside, but it is one of the first ones, and every year I look forward to seeing it bloom. It lasts quite a long time, and all those little buds will be flowers eventually. So when it does burst out, it's quite a beautiful sight. So we have the anemone that blooms along the road as well, and they're just a white flower. At least I think this one's an anemone. It might be a spring beauty, one or the other. But it grows every year, kind of in shadier areas, and is growing along the side of the road by the woods. And this is the earliest blooming shrub in our woods, and it is a Juneberry. And like the name says, in June it'll have berries, and it's just the first one that we see in our particular part of the woods. So that's a look at some of the flowers we have that bloom in the woods early in the spring and along the road by the woods. I don't know the name of all the flowers, so I have this Wildflowers of Minnesota book that I can use to check out any of the names that I want to know. If this is something you're interested in, you can always observe nature in your area. A lot of times people will keep a log of when they see flowers blooming or birds coming back, and then they can note differences from year to year. If you're really interested in this, you might want to look into being a naturalist or an ecologist. Thank you for spending some time with me today in the woods, looking at all the flowers, and we will come back again, check some of the later blooming flowers, and take a look at some of the trees sometime too. Thank you, have a great day, keep exploring.